Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is the second episode and I'm again thrilled to have you all here. On this episode, what I'd like to be talking about is something that if you watched my first video, you know I'm probably struggling with. I've done a little bit more research. I've found that slowing down, taking a breath, not so much trying to read dialogue, but speak to the camera, have a conversation with my audience. I think that this is something that obviously is very hard to do. I can set up all the lights, I can set up the audio, I can dress myself. The hard part is, once it's all set up, is knowing how to be prepared. Know what you want to discuss from my first video to now on how to slow down, speak a little bit more clearly, take that deep breath that you need to, and come across as a conversation and not just spewing back information. So these are my 5 tips on how to better have dialogue with your camera and to come across better in your talking head videos. So the first tip that I have for you today is to always be prepared. Know what you want to talk about before you sit down, before you set up the lights. Have it all put together in a way that you can deliver a concise and direct message that comes across to your audience, keeps them interested, and keeps them to the end of the video. It makes all the difference when you're not reciting so much of what you thought of, but you're understanding what you want to relay to your audience. In my first video, I found that I spoke way too quickly. I had written everything down. I felt prepared, but I didn't take the material, and I'm speaking as fast as possible to get it out so that I don't forget what I want to say, when that's the complete opposite of what I wanted. So again, my tip, be prepared. Understand what you want to talk about. Prepare for what you want to talk about. Try not to regurgitate the things that you have written down word for word, or try and read off of a script. Maybe I even suggest practicing in a mirror until it feels a little bit more natural and smooth to you, and then maybe moving on to the camera after you've set everything up, and maybe a few takes. Like, don't be afraid to start yourself over with a more collected thought. So tip number 2 is to keep direct eye contact with the camera. This helps to establish a better connection with the viewers. I like to pretend like I'm just having a conversation with a friend, and the friend just happens to be a lens. You know, if I were to look over here, I feel like that connection is lost, the same as if I look over here. But when we bring it back to direct eye contact, it's more of a relationship, more of a friendship, and it relays the information that you're trying to get across in your videos a little bit more smoothly. Tip number 3 is to use hand gestures. Don't underestimate the power of body language. Use natural gestures to help emphasize points and create a more dynamic flow in your videos that helps the viewer stay engaged. Number 5 is actually dress appropriately. What you want to do is create a brand for yourself, and a polished appearance enhances the credibility of your videos. And tip number 5, breathe. Before you hit record, take a deep breath, breathe. Relax your nerves, and speak naturally. Authenticity resonates with an audience. Be natural, create content that makes sense to you and that you understand, and the rest will come together. All right, everybody, it looks like someone is awake, so this video is going to have to end here. I really appreciate everyone watching to this point. If you enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And if there's any sort of information or videos that you think you'd like me to do down the line, please just leave a comment down below. And I think it's diaper time, right? Everyone, stay creating.